Brittany Murphy-Monjack, known professionally as Brittany Murphy, was an American film and stage actress, singer, and voice artist. Murphy, a native of Atlanta, moved to Los Angeles, California as a teenager, and pursued a career in acting. Her breakthrough role was in Amy Heckerling's Clueless, followed by supporting roles in independent films such as Freeway and Bongwater. She made her stage debut in a Broadway production of Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge in 1997, and then appeared in James Mangold's drama Girl, Interrupted, as well as the satire Drop Dead Gorgeous. The 2000s saw Murphy with roles in Don't Say a Word alongside Michael Douglas, and alongside Eminem and Curtis Hanson's 8 Mile, for which she gained critical recognition. Her later roles included Riding in Cars with Boys, the dark comedy crime film Spun, Uptown Girls alongside Dakota Fanning, Sin City, and Happy Feet. Murphy also voiced Luan Platter on the animated TV series King of the Hill. Her final film, Something Wicked, was released in April 2014. Early life: Brittany Anne Bertolotti was born in Atlanta, Georgia to Sharon Kathleen Murphy and Angelo Joseph Bertolotti, who divorced when she was 2 years old, and Murphy was raised by her mother in Edison, New Jersey. Bertolotti was so estranged from the family that he was not named as the father on the first death certificate. Prior to her enrolling at Edison High School, the family moved to Los Angeles in 1991 so that Murphy could pursue an acting career. Murphy said her mother never tried to stifle her creativity, and she considered her mother a crucial factor in her later success. "When I asked my mum to move to California, she sold everything and moved out here for me. She always believed in me." Murphy's mother is of Irish and Eastern European descent and her father is of Italian ancestry. She was raised a Baptist and later became a non-denominational Christian. She had 2 older half-brothers and a younger half-sister. Career: acting. Murphy attended Vern Fowler School of Dance and Theatre Arts in Colonia, New Jersey, in 1982. From the age of 4, she trained in singing, dancing, and acting until her move to California at 13. Murphy made her Broadway debut in 1997, as Catherine, in a revival of Arthur Miller's A View from the Bridge opposite veteran actors Anthony LaPaglia and Allison Janney. Murphy landed her first job in Hollywood when she was 13, starring as Brenda Drexel in the series Drexel's Class. She then went on to play Molly Morgan in the short-lived The Torkelsons spin-off Almost Home. Murphy also guest-starred on several television series, including Parker Lewis Can't Lose, Blossom, Sequest 2032, Murder One and Frasier. She also had recurring roles on Sister, Party of Five and Boy Meets World. Murphy's breakthrough role was in her second feature film, the teen comedy Clueless, directed by Amy Heckerling, which went on to receive cult status. She followed this with roles in Freeway, with Reese Witherspoon and Kiefer Sutherland, and the independent comedy Bongwater. In 1999, she landed a supporting role in James Mangold's Girl, Interrupted as a troubled psychiatric patient alongside Winona Ryder and Angelina Jolie. And as an aspiring beauty queen in Drop Dead Gorgeous. She also voiced the character Luan Platter on Fox's animated sitcom King of the Hill for the entirety of the show's run from 1997 to 2009, and Joseph Gribble until the 5th season. She was nominated for an Annie Award for voice acting in the King of the Hill episode Movin' On Up. She began in the 2000s with a leading role in Don't Say a Word alongside Michael Douglas. The TV adaptation of the novel The Devil's Arithmetic. 8 Mile, for which she received critical acclaim. And Uptown Girls. In 2003, she starred in the romantic comedies Just Married and Little Black Book and the critically acclaimed Sin City. Film critic Roger Ebert frequently acclaimed Murphy's acting talent and comedic timing, giving good reviews to several of her films and comparing her to Lucille Ball. As for Brittany Murphy, for me, it goes back to the 2003 Independent Spirit Awards, where Murphy was assigned to present one of the awards. Her task was to read the names of the 5 nominees, open an envelope, and reveal the name of a winner. This she turned into an opportunity for screwball improvisational comedy, by pretending she could not follow the sequence. not even after the audience shouted instructions and the stage manager came to whisper in her ear not once but twice. There were those in the audience who were dumbfounded by her stupidity. I was dumbfounded by her brilliance. Murphy followed with several independent films, including As Spun, Never Was, and Karen Moncrief's The Dead Girl, as well as 2 Edward Burns films, Sidewalks of New York and The Groomsman. She returned to voice acting with the critically acclaimed 2006 animated feature Happy Feet, as Gloria Penguin. In 2009, she was cast in the Lifetime TV movie Tribute, as the main character, Scylla. Murphy completed the thriller drama Abandoned in June 2009 and it was released in 2010, after her death. In November 2009, Murphy left the production of The Caller, which was being filmed in Puerto Rico, and was replaced by Rachel Lefevre. Murphy denied media reports that she had been fired from the project after being difficult on set, and cited creative differences. Something Wicked, her final film, is scheduled to be released in 2014. Music. Murphy's career also included work as a singer. She commented, "My singing voice isn't like my speaking voice. I've just always kept it a secret and never taken credit because I wanted to learn how to work behind the microphone in a recording studio, and some of the singers don't even know it was me recording on their albums." She was in a band called Blessed Soul with fellow actor Eric Balfour in the early 1990s. On June 6, 2006, Murphy and Paul Oakenfold released the single Fast to Kill Pussycat, from the album A Lively Mind. The song became a club hit, and hit #1 on Billboard's Hot Dance Club Play chart. It also hit #7 in Oakenfold's native United Kingdom in June 2006. She dabbled in music again with the release of the film Happy Feet, in which she covered Queen's Somebody to Love, and Earth, Wind and Fire's Boogie Wonderland. Murphy said about her character Gloria, "Oddly enough, of all the characters I've played, Gloria is the most like me. And she's a penguin." George Miller always wanted one person to do both, the speaking and the singing. "I said, I can sing, and I asked him to give me a shot. I don't think he took me very seriously because most actors say they can do most things." Personal life. In late 2002, Murphy began dating Ashton Kutcher, her co-star in Just Married. Once engaged to talent manager Jeff Quatinetz, Murphy became engaged to Joe McAllister in December 2005, a production assistant she met while working on the film Little Black Book. In August 2006, they ended their engagement. In May 2007, Murphy married British screenwriter Simon Monjack in a private Jewish ceremony in Los Angeles. For the last 3.5 years of her life, Murphy, her mother and Monjack lived together in the same house. In the early 2000s, Murphy lost a large amount of weight, which led to rumors of a cocaine addiction. In 2005, Murphy disputed such claims to Jane magazine, saying, "No, just for the record I have never tried it in my entire life." At this point, she had recently signed as the spokesperson model for Jordake Jeans. Death. At 8 o'clock on December 20, 2009, the Los Angeles Fire Department responded to a medical request at the Los Angeles home Murphy and Monjack shared. She had apparently collapsed in a bathroom. Firefighters attempted to resuscitate Murphy on this scene. She was transported to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where she died at 10:04 after going into cardiac arrest. Shortly after her death, Assistant Chief Coroner Ed Winter told the Associated Press, "It appears to be natural." An autopsy was performed the day after she died. Her death certificate listed the cause of death as deferred. On February 4, 2010, the Los Angeles County Coroner stated that the primary cause of Murphy's death was pneumonia, with secondary factors of iron deficiency, anemia and multiple drug intoxication. On February 25, 2010, the coroner released a report stating that Murphy had been taking a range of over-the-counter and prescription medications, with the most likely reason being to treat a cold or respiratory infection. These included elevated levels of hydrocodone, acetaminophen, L-methamphetamine and chlorpheniramine. All of the drugs were legal and the death was ruled to be an accident, but the report observed, The possible adverse physiological effects of elevated levels of these medications cannot be discounted, especially in her weakened state. On December 24, 2009, Murphy was buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Hollywood Hills. On May 23, 2010, her widower Simon Monjack was found dead at the same Hollywood Hills residence. In July 2010, Los Angeles Assistant Chief Coroner Ed Winter stated that the cause of his death was acute pneumonia and severe anemia. It was reported that the Los Angeles County Department of Health had considered toxic mold in their house as a possible cause of the deaths, but this was dismissed by Ed Winter, who stated that there were no indicators that mold was a factor. Murphy's mother Sharon described the reports of mold contributing to the deaths as absurd, and went on to state that inspecting the home for mold was never requested by the health department. In December 2011, Sharon Murphy changed her stance, announcing that toxic mold was indeed what killed her daughter and son-in-law, and filed a lawsuit against the attorneys who represented her in an earlier suit against the builders of the home where her daughter and son-in-law died. On January 11, 2012, her father Angelo Bertolotti applied to the Superior Court of California requesting that the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office be required to hand over samples of his daughter's hair for independent testing. The suit was dismissed on July 19, 2012 after Bertolotti failed to show up to two separate hearings. In November 2013, Angelo Bertolotti claimed that a toxicology report showed that deliberate poisoning by heavy metals, including antimony and barium, was a possible cause of Brittany Murphy's death. Sharon Murphy described the claim as a smear. Foundation. In January 2010, Murphy's mother, Sharon, and her widower, Simon Monjack, established the Brittany Murphy Foundation, a charitable fund for children's arts education, as well as supporting the USO and cancer research. The foundation was launched on February 4, 2010. At a fundraising event at the Saban Theatre in Beverly Hills. After a record search revealed that the foundation's not-for-profit status had not been filed, the foundation announced that it would refund any donations received and issued an official letter on the foundation's website. They stated that in an effort to get the foundation set up as quickly as possible, they had established it as a private foundation with plans to apply for non-profit status later. However, they said that they had decided to wait until the foundation's non-profit status was approved before going any further in order to truly honor Murphy and the foundation's charitable goals. On November 10, 2013, the Brittany Murphy Foundation was officially relaunched by her father Angelo Bertolotti, according to a press release posted at the foundation's website. Filmography, feature films, television, music videos, stage credits, awards and nominations, references. External links, Brittany Murphy at the Internet Movie Database, Brittany Murphy at Find a Grave.